So you're busy sewing away and there's a clunk and suddenly your machine isn't working properly anymore. And when you look down, the little black thing that you drop your bobbin into when you start to sew is moving and your machine just won't work. So what do you do? Well, I've worked on hundreds, well over 1,000 sewing machines actually. And I'm going to show you today what you need to do to fix this and make sure it never happens again. I'm going to show you how to put the bobbin case back in properly, because that's what's happened, and the 3 main reasons why it happens and what you can do to stop it from jumping again. Number 1, lint and debris under the bobbin case. Solution: remove the bobbin case, clean the area, put the bobbin case back. So the first thing you need to do is to take off what's called the needle plate. And you'll get a screwdriver most likely with your sewing machine when you bought it. If not, find one, quite a small one. And you just need to get into these screws, can be a bit fiddly, and just undo these. First time you do it, they might be really tight, but after that, you can literally more or less get them out with your finger, because you never need to do them up that tight again. So that's one off. That's 2 off. Can help if you take the bobbin plate off, the bobbin cover plate off as well, because then you can use the screwdriver and just help you to just flick this up and take this out of the way. And this black plastic thing is your bobbin case. That's what the bobbin goes into. Now what you need to do is lift this out. It should come out quite easily. And what you're looking for underneath, now mine are minty fresh because of course I look after my machines, but use something like a cotton bud and just clean underneath, lifting out any lint or fibres. You might even find, I mean, even on a machine that I keep quite clean, there's some there already. And if you haven't done this before, you might find there's an awful lot underneath. And what happens, of course, is as that builds up, it lifts the case up. There's nowhere else for it to go. So this case will lift up and ultimately it will jump, it will move because it needs to sit against this spring. And we'll talk more about that later, about how to put your bobbin case back in properly. But for now, just be assured that this is now all clean. It's all clean underneath. And this can just go back, oops, and this can just go back in. And it just needs to go in. And you know when you've got it, oh, got that wrong, haha. You know when you've got it right, because if I turn the hand wheel once, ignore that noise, I've left the machine on to give me the light to film. You see the bobbin case doesn't move. Then obviously once the bobbin case is back in, you need to replace the needle plate. It should just lay back down. The 2 holes should be exposed for the screws, and then you just pop them back in. Now I only ever do them up finger tight from now on, because it's just about holding the plate down. You can give them a little twist with a screwdriver if you want, but you never need to make them that tight that you have trouble getting them out again. Number 2, damage to the bobbin case or to the raceway. Solution: repair or replace. You can damage your bobbin case quite easily if you deflect the needle, and that can happen quite easily if you do things like sew over a pin or hit the head of a zip. So it can happen by accident. If you generally sew over pins, my advice is don't. It can cause all sorts of problems. Get into the habit of removing the pins or pinning up your fabric in a way that the needle doesn't pass over them when you're sewing. Once the bobbin case is out, check the edges of it to see if there is any damage, if the needle has struck the side of the bobbin case. Quite easily done. Any little bits of roughness or any little nicks or anything like that. You're looking for the edge of the case to feel smooth to your finger. And the reason for this is the thread. I'll show you. The thread passes round the top of this as it catches the bottom thread to make a loop to throw a stitch. So any piece of roughness or any catches on it, if it holds the thread or obstructs it in any way, that can cause a problem, can make the case jump, and also stop your machine from sewing properly. On this one, I'll hold it up, but I might take a picture as well. You might be able to see that the needle has struck this bobbin case in the past, and I've gently just filed that down. Not enough to cause an obstruction, and that's the point. And you can sand these off, the edges of these off very carefully with a piece of light sanding paper, or even if you've got a fine nail file, will do it. This is soft plastic. You don't want to go mad. You're just trying to get rid of any nicks and bumps, because, as I say, the whole point is to make the thing smooth. If there is significant damage to this case, then really you're going to have to replace it. It's the only answer. So make sure you order the right one for your machine. They can be machine specific. That one's different to this one, not just the colour. That one's different again. You can see a little thing in the middle. Can you see a little thing in the middle? I don't know. But these, you know, this is plastic on the bottom. Oh, yeah, this is plastic on the bottom. This is metal on the bottom. They don't all fit the same machine. So make sure you get the right one for your machine. Number 3, damage to the needle and or problems with your thread. Solution, check, replace, rethread. First of all, take the needle out of the machine. I would say check it, but to be honest with you, if you think you've got an issue with the needle and the thread on your machine, replace the needle. It's always for the best. It's so easily damaged that you might not even realise. But you can just check, just run your finger down. No, not the other way, we don't want you to stab yourself. And if you feel any marks or it doesn't look like it's completely straight, just get rid of it and put a fresh one in. Also, make sure that you're using the right needle for your fabric. So if you're using a jersey fabric, use a stretch needle, that kind of thing. Check the thread. Make sure it's good quality thread. Make sure it's properly wound onto your bobbin. Make sure you're using the right bobbin. You'd be amazed how many times I see the wrong bobbin in a machine. Most common one is like an old Singer bobbin. They're actually thinner than these, and they can rattle around inside the bobbin case and the thread can jump and it can cause you a problem. Doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. You know, if you're not happy with the way it's been wound or the condition of the bobbin, get another bobbin, rewind the thread. You can always just put this thread onto your machine as if it was a reel and wind that thread onto a new bobbin. I'll put a link in my description as to how to wind a good bobbin and what to look for. But once you're comfortable that you've got a good thread, a good needle, bottom line is, if in doubt, take it out. Remove the bobbin, look at it. Remove the needle, look at it. Change them if you need to. You'd be surprised how little nicks on the bobbin case or little bits of damage to the needle can make the thread catch and can pull the bobbin case out of alignment. So your bobbin case has jumped. Let me show you how to put it back in properly so you can get on with your sewing. So you've sorted everything out. You've cleaned under the bobbin case. You've checked the bobbin case for damage. You've looked at the needle. You looked at the thread. You're quite comfortable. Everything's good to go. The last thing you need to do is to put your bobbin case back in properly. And the chances are that the reason it was moving in the first place is because the little nubbin on the edge, just touching it there, had jumped beyond the clip that holds it into place, which is just here. So if I put this in wrongly, there you go, the nubbin is on the wrong, the little stopper is on the wrong side of the clip. And when I turn the hand wheel, you'll see that the case immediately moves. That's not incorrectly. I won't go too far because I don't want to stab it with a needle. So lift it back out. What you're looking for is for this little stopper or nubbin or whatever you want to call it to be up against this. And this little stopper is always going to be down in the bottom right hand corner. And basically what you need to do is you put the case back in and you just make sure, you know, that the stopper and the nubbin are touching. And you know if it's right, because now when I turn the hand wheel, it's not moving. Well, I hope that's helped. If you've got any questions, drop us a comment. Always happy to help, of course. If you like what we do, like and subscribe. And as ever, happy sewing.